There's not much to do when all I can is thinking about you. Not doing well, don't know where you are, 'cause you're not here. It's been way too long. If I could lay down beside you, I would. When nothing really matters, that's all I wanna do. I hope that you're safe and that I will see you soon. If I could lay down beside you, I would.
Hey, guys. Not many people in here today, huh? But as Alpaca Maid said, we did have the 8 thumbs up before I ever started. So I'm happy with that. And let me say hello to some of these people. Stitchin', hello, sweetheart. If you're still in here, Miss Alpaca. Connie, Palm Patrol, Cool Gamer, hello. Sherry, how are you doing, sweetheart? D Lucky, hello. Miss Kathy flies on the coleslaw. Discovering. Miss Believe, hello. How is everybody doing? Good, I hope. Bob G, how are you? You are here, okay. Are you going to come up? Single mom, hello. English Rose, Janice Cottrell. Guys, this is for anybody who has a channel below 1,000 subscribers to come in, tell us about your channel, tell us what you're about, let us get to know you and what your channel is for. And it doesn't matter what genre you're in. Like I said, whether it be crafting or anything else, true crime, it don't matter. Everybody's welcome as long as you're under 1,000 subscribers. And we're going to do our best to get you some subscribers to sub up to you today. So I'm going to drop the link now. If you decide you want to come up, show your face, you will be let up on panel, and then we'll get started. We have 34 people in chat, 35 people in chat. I'm glad to see everybody's doing good today. Hello, Miss Dawn. Thank you, Alpaca Maid, for deleting my comment. I meant for it to go to another place. Oh, uh-oh. Patty Ponytail. Hello, Shannon. Glad to see everybody in here. Finally, there's a Summer Wells billboard in Kingsport. Sorry if this isn't related. It's okay. I don't mind getting, updates and stuff like that. I really want to try to help up and coming YouTubers. There were a bunch of us, or at least myself, I know, did not get any help from whether we're a large channel or not a large channel. I didn't get any help from anybody when I started my channel. And I don't want to be like that. I want to try to help the people I can. Hello, Nana, and everyone. What an awesome subject. Well, thank you. Hello, Miss Katie Ann. Now, I don't know if Kirst is going to be joining us or not today. She didn't get any sleep last night, so she's probably asleep right now. Exploited innocence. Well, it'll be awesome if we have anybody come up on panel. Oh, I know what you started with, but it is what it is. Are you going to come up on panel, Stitching, so that you can tell about your channel? Glad you're helping the newbies. Well, thank you, sweetheart. Dropping the link again, guys. And hey, if nobody decides to come up and tell us about their channel or get any new subscribers, then that's fine. We'll just hang out and chit chat and gossip and figure out something to speak about, huh? In my opinion, more people should be supportive like you, Nana, instead of fighting with each other. Even if you have different opinions, agree to disagree, but still be supportive. Exactly. Hello, Stitchin'. You didn't come up. There you are. I started to say you didn't come up. I can't hear you, sweetie. There you are.
Can you hear me now? Now I hear you. Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. I know who you are, but maybe somebody that watches in the future might not know who you are. Can you please tell us who you are?
Well, I go by Taylor now with Stitching Bitching True Crime. I started out, what, has it been 2 years now, Nana?
I think so, yeah.
With wanting to be literally true crime, and then I witnessed what I've witnessed, and now I want to stand with the families, the victims,
right,
of true crime. Especially after we all went off about, we had the Texas thing that happened, and that made me stop and look at a lot of the cases a lot different.
Right.
So.
And that is a good stance. The only thing that I say to anybody, if you, not necessarily saying you can't change your mind or new things can't come to light, but if you have a conviction, stick by it. Don't bounce back and forth is all I'm saying.
And you know where I have stood for the past 2 years.
Absolutely. Yes.
And I haven't swayed either way. And I've literally, I will stand behind until I am proven wrong.
Right. And I mean, that's a good way to be. I mean, you have a feeling, you have a thought, a theory, or whatever, just stick by it. And if somebody says, well, tell me why, you have a reason to say why other than just because, but that's, you've always done that. You've always been able to explain your stance.
And like I said, after standing back and watching what happened down there, I went, holy, what are we doing? We are harming these cases because guess what? Every single one of us are ready to throw that stepmother underneath that bus.
Josie Freeman's asking, what Texas thing?
The little girl, what was it? Strand?
Athena Strand?
Yes, Athena.
Where they thought it was the stepmother and it turned out it was a FedEx guy.
Yep. And like I said, every single one of us YouTubers were ready to throw that mother, her or the dad underneath that bus. And, I will even say I was even guilty of it. I was like, wait a minute here. No, not with what I've been through and witnessed with this other case. I'm not. And then it came out that it was FedEx guy. And I was like, oh my God.
Right.
And the sad thing is those dolls are being delivered for her. Those toys that. Anyway.
Yeah, that's horrible. Alpaca Maid, has anybody dropped her link? And it's under Stitching Bitchin' True Crime now? Or
yes.
Is it from Taylor?
Eeks. I'm not for sure. I can mute myself and go look real quick.
Okay, if you don't care, would you please? We don't want to get it wrong. There was a lot they didn't come out about that case. That's true, there was, but still. I think mine has been for 7 days now. Who knows anymore? Thank you so much for the gifted memberships from Single Mom. Did Single Mom hand out memberships today? Oh, that was so very kind and generous of you, and I'm sure whoever gets it will appreciate it, and Nana does too. Thank you, Single Mom. I wouldn't call myself a Wells supporter, but I also think it's really important to keep an open mind and an eye on other ideas. That's how things get solved and resolved. Yes, you have to think outside the box, guys. You can't have a tunnel vision when it comes to things. I agree, but I also am. Dawn, you gifted one as well. Okay, thank you, sweetheart. Um, you can't have tunnel vision, but you also have to be able to think out of the box. Or if I said that right. Anyways, y'all know what I mean. I stand where I stand, so. But I have friends like Stitching and Bitching who stands completely on the other side of the fence. So does Dippy, and Discovering sort of straddles the fence a little bit. And we're all still friends. And we get along. Shannon says she's very appreciative of the gifted membership. I am very appreciative of all the memberships that have been being bought. I greatly appreciate them. And these are wonderful, wonderful people for doing it. I live in Texas. We are a big state. A lot happens here. It's sad.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. What? Stitching, Bitching, or is it?
Yeah. I had dropped it in back chat, and I was trying to figure out how to get it into chat.
Oh, okay. Hang on. I got it then. I think I can just. Nope. I don't guess I can do that. Okay. Hang on. Copy link address. Okay.
I'll say I just live a state over from Texas, and it bothered me at that point in time. I didn't have a vehicle, or I would have been down there, trying to help with searching and whatever. But
right,
it was what it was.
There's Stitching and Bitch's channel, guys. Her link.
And I've started doing a Sunday show where I have open panel, and we can discuss whatever. It doesn't have to be true crime. It could be anything.
Oh, September Virgo, thank you. Paying it forward on the 5 gifted memberships. Enjoy and try to pay it forward when and if you can. That is so sweet. Thank you. Nana, if it wasn't the parents, why are they turning down free help from EquiSearch? Well, we're not going to argue the case today. We're just getting to know other creators, no matter what side of the fence they stand on. As creators, we all need to stand together. Correct, Stitching?
Yes.
And which is to find and solve this case. Find that baby and solve the case. What exactly. Sweetheart?
And like I said, you know what? If it is Dawn and Candace, it turns out, you know what? I'd rather say I was wrong after the fact than throwing them underneath the bus every single day.
Right.
It's just like what happened with Smiley and her putting that whole thing out about the DV thing. That really, that triggered me.
Yeah.
It triggered me bad. And you know why. So, it was bad. And no one understood why I was so upset about it. And I was like, you don't get it. I'm a DV victim over here. Putting that out, if it was true, just got Candace murdered. Is that what you wanted?
Okay. But so tell us, is there anything you can tell us about you personally that you felt comfortable telling? When are the most likely times to find you live? When do you put out your videos?
Right now I do the Sunday live. It's open panel on any day of the week. If I see something drop, like I think a couple of weeks ago before I did my live, there was the thing that happened in Tulsa where the lady red runed herself and the children in the household after a 5-hour standoff.
Right.
I'll drop stuff like that when I ever come across it, so mostly Sundays are my live days for right now.
Okay. Do you do videos or do you only do live streams?
I do both.
You do both. Okay. So people can go to your channel and they'll find something to watch.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
That's awesome.
And I'm trying to stay up to date. I started last year and I kind of put it down. but go ahead and finish in Oklahoma, the state of Oklahoma, missing and open murder cases, and then move to another state and do that state, and so on.
Now, do you have one particular case that you like are stuck on that you're never going to give up on, or do you just do multiple types of cases? Or
I have several that I'm stuck on. If you really want to get truthful, there is the Logan Tucker case out of Tulsa, or out of the Panhandle of Oklahoma.
and can you tell us a little bit about him?
He was a 6-year-old little boy who went missing. The mother has been now arrested and is doing prison time for his murder, but his body has never been found.
Oh, wow.
Then you got the case out of Tom Brown's case out of Texas. Once again, his body's been found. Case has never been solved. You got the one here in Oklahoma, which is Molly Miller and Colt Haynes. We have nothing. We have no body, no nothing. So, and no one's been arrested.
Right.
And it is now a 10-year-old case.
Oh, wow. Have you heard about that new case that just happened last week?
Which one?
The Maria, oh Lord, I can't, Gonzalez, I think, maybe. Where she was found, her dad found her under the bed in a trash can, or in a trash bag, in a laundry basket, shoved up under the bed. Yeah, I hate to say it this early on, but I'm sorry. And Lord forgive me if I'm wrong, but I'm having to lean more towards the dad.
Yeah, I think me and you're leaning the same direction on that one, because I was thinking, at that point, yeah, I would have to think parent was involved.
Well, supposedly he was at work. The mom is still in Guatemala. They're from Guatemala. But he was at work. She heard a knock on the door, supposedly. She texted her dad and told her dad that she heard a knock on the door. He told her not to answer it. She said, okay, I won't. I'll stay right here in the bed. And then from 10 o'clock on, he never heard anything. He kept calling, supposedly, and stuff. Finally, he had family members that lived in the same apartment building go check on her, and they couldn't find her anywhere. And he came home about 3 o'clock, and he found her under the bed. The funny thing is though the door had not been messed with. It wasn't like it was breaking and entering or anything. The door wasn't messed up at all. It was just like it had been opened and somebody walked in.
That just don't sit well.
What, to me, the relatives went over there, I think it said like 1 o'clock, and they couldn't find her. Why did he wait till 3 o'clock to go home? And why did he wait that long to call law enforcement? I mean, shouldn't he have had the family members call law enforcement when they couldn't find her? I mean, she's 11 years old. She's not supposed to be leaving the apartment. Somebody had knocked on the door.
Yeah. Something don't sound right.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, the door wasn't locked. It was the door was you could tell when somebody breaks into a house because the door's messed up. There was nothing. Yeah, there was nothing wrong with the door, and I can't think of the right word for it.
They either picked it or they knew.
It was she either opened the door up for whoever, or I'm sorry to say it was the dad. And in this day and time, don't attack me, because my first thought is the dad, because look at all the parents who have done this to their kids.
I know. And that's just like, that was so hard with that case, because we had just came out of the case with the little boy who went missing in, Quentin Simon's case. And then, we went directly into the Texas case, and I was just like, what, forget it. I'm done.
Dawn says, yes, I have been listening to a podcast of Molly Miller and Colt Haynes. The Ant has a page, and Love Company covered this up. They know who did it, but can't search. Now the Native Indian police are involved. I don't know what case you're talking about, Dawn.
He's talking about Molly Miller and Colt Haynes' case.
Oh,
And
okay.
yes, her aunt does have a page. And I always ask people if they can go over there, look her up. It's underneath Molly. I think it's underneath Molly Miller, something underneath Molly Miller. I don't remember if it's Memories of Molly Miller or how it's worded. But
yeah.
there
Thank
is
you,
that.
Emily.
And it would be Love
Yes.
County Sheriff's Department that would have covered it up.
Right.
Yeah. It's out there, there's nothing I can say different. It's out there. It's just like with the Tom Brown case. If it is a cover up, like it's been said more than once, Hemphill County in Tom Brown's case would be the cover up.
Right.
Someone high up there.
Guys, I accidentally put Stitchin's link back in there again. I meant to drop the link for the chat or the panel. Is anybody else wanting to come up and talk? You're more than welcome to talk about your channel, whatever.
I'll get
And
off.
no, I'm not trying to kick you off, Stitchin. I was just putting the offer out there in case there was somebody come in and I hadn't seen them. So you're working on quite a few cases.
Yes. It's just like I told my friend Ed, who got me into the true crime community, thanks a lot. I didn't realize that you gave me a bite of a poisonous apple, Now I'm stuck.
The same way. I really feel the same way. I was talking about that the other day when Molly, way back when Molly told me, no, do not do this. Don't go into true crime. Don't do it. You don't run. I should have listened to her. I should have listened to her. Not that I regret doing anything for these kids, but it is so stressful and it takes so much out of you. And there's so much fighting and arguing on YouTube. It's unreal.
It's like, like I said, the first case I ever got into is the Logan Tucker. It will never be solved. He will never, I don't believe he'll ever be found.
Right.
And that's sad. It
is. Sort of like Dior Coons.
Yeah.
Little Joe Clyde. How many more are out there that's 40 and 50 years old? Some of them, there's 70-year-old cases out there that have never been solved. Stitch and Bitch and True Crime, do you have an opinion on Molly and Colt? Like, who did it?
Oh, I agree that it is. I hate to say it, and God, don't come after me. I believe that Con Nib was involved in somehow of getting rid of them. I don't know what happened to him. Here's my thing. After what happened with the diving team, what was the name of them? That found what's her name?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
After that came out about them, I want to find a diver who'll go back and re-dive these lakes that they supposedly dived and looked for them in.
Right, Adventures with Purpose.
Yes, that's the crew. Because, I don't trust them at this point. And that's the sad part. After what came out, you can't trust them.
Okay. September Virgo says, heck, if we had only known the BS here on YouTube, then none of us would have started watching. But at least we have made some great online friends, known as angels. Yes, that is so true, September.
Yeah. It's like, me and Nana have a mutual friend who listens from time to time. And you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Who I love and adore to death, even though she has folded up her channels.
Right.
So.
Well, I actually talked to her on the phone a few times a couple of weeks ago. Actually, she called me.
And she wants you to do that case over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. After well, we aren't going there. But yeah, I know. So, and it's one of those, I respect her for that.
Dawn, do not worry about it. It is transferring to my, listen, just to get off subject here real quick, guys. I tried recording, screen recording on my computer, an episode. that I'll be playing. I'm going to do a video on it too, but I'm going to be playing it for my members only chat. And I screen recorded the whole stupid thing successfully. Only problem is it's only the volume. I mean, the audio. The screen is black. So I went to do a screenshot this morning, just a screenshot of one of the people on the screen. And as soon as I hit screenshot, the picture went away and then came back when I quit. So there's some kind of copyright thing on it. So what I did was took and recorded it on my phone, and now I'm having to transfer it from my phone to the computer. And I mean, I'm going to play it off the computer as long as everything goes right. I'm just wanting to use it for like the video and stuff like that. But I've not forgot, I promise. Well, I don't know about that. I don't like anyone on here. Bob, you like me. Are you above 1,000 viewers yet? If not, you can bring your butt up here. Donna has worked hard trying to get that episode many times. Bless her, picking hard. I'm discovering. How dare you? Guys, I have new merch out. It's launched. I made a short video to show it off, but I couldn't load it just yet. So I'm going to have to wait until this live is over and then load it up. But you guys can see it. Huh?
I'm going to go ahead and jump off here. I have some stuff that I got to get a hold of at the school.
Okay.
I'm Nicholas back.
Thanks for jumping up. Thanks for telling us about your channel, and we'll see if we can't get you some more subscribers.
It would be awesome.
I know it would, sweetheart. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye, sweetie. All right, guys. That was Miss Stitching and Bitching. Hello, Jennifer. How are you today, sweetheart? Bob, are you going to jump up here? Tennessee. Hello, Tennessee. Link to her channel. Oh, hang on a second. Let me grab it again. Oh, well, it's right above your comment, sweetheart. Right there. Alpaca Maid. Yes, he is loved by many. He's just complaining. He can complain. He doesn't that often. Right. Hello, Aaron. Bob, would you like a link to come up here and talk about your channel and talk about you? Anybody that's in here that wants to come and promote their channel, they're more than welcome to. That's what today is all about. And I do apologize for the noise in the background. Somebody's mowing their lawn. Thank you, Alpaca Maid. Yes, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up, guys. Oh, and just so nobody misses it, guys, I'm being cheap today. I'm being horrible. I'm a bad person because everything's scrolling across the bottom of my screen. I'm not trying to put anybody's attention to it because of what it is. Just the simple fact that I'm doing it. So I'm a bad person. So nobody else has the chance to say it. Not everyone loves, even other creators say only good things about you always. Really don't. Well, not all creators. But yes, thank you. I appreciate that. Bob, we're waiting. Did you slink out? Did you leave without saying goodbye? Well, anybody's welcome to come up here, guys, if you want to come up and talk. Okay, give me something to talk about then, guys. Seeing how nobody's going to come up. Ain't nothing wrong with being cheap. Hey, Janie, how are you today, sweetheart? No, we'll figure out how to use PayPal as soon as I can. Sweetheart, I'm not trying to tell anybody to do anything. I was being a smart ass. Truly, I was being a smart ass just by scrolling across the bottom of my screen. Bob G don't like us and don't want any more subs. Well, he said he don't like nobody. But I can't imagine he don't want no more subs. Can you? Oh, well, then, if Nana has the not scroll going, I can kick my shoes off and sit a spell. Yes, you can. Well, Dawn, I appreciate that, sweetheart, but I do not ask. I promise you, I do not ask. And it wouldn't matter if people could afford or can't afford. I'm the same to everybody. You show me respect and kindness, and that's what you're going to get in return. That's how everybody's supposed to act towards everybody. And until I get passionate and my voice raises, I try to be that way. I can't help it. My mother raised a very loudmouth person. That's okay. Y'all think I'm loud. Have some of y'all heard my kids? Jeez. Sometimes they're too damn loud for me. Thank you, Dawn. I got an Amber Alert this morning on a Beaumont, Texas 2-year-old, Balin Harris. Let me write that down. Where's my things at? I'm going to have to open another pack. Pretty soon I'm going to need another pack of them. Braylon. That's a pretty name, Braylon. From Beaumont. Texas. Okay. He didn't say he didn't like anybody. He said, I don't like anybody here. So he don't like us. But like Candace says, we love you, Bob G. We love all God's creatures. I mean, creations. You're so funny. Is Bob stuck up? Oh, he is today, evidently. I really like Nana. Oh, thank you. Well, I can't say that there's any of my subscribers or viewers that I don't like. I'm here. I have 1,800. Well, if you want to come up, Bob, you're more than welcome to come up anyways. There ain't nobody else up here, so it's not like you're taking somebody else's seat. Right there's the link, Bob. Come on up. You have more fans than what you realize, Bob. You're like one of them crouchy old uncles that everybody's got. They love them to death. Not on Hawkins County News. RL was asking for higher pay. Says he is short 10 officers. It figures. No, I'm fine. I don't need any more subs, but thank you anyways. I appreciate that. Well, Bob, I was just wanting to talk to you. Jeez. I reckon you are being stuck up today. Just checked missing kids, and they have not listed that child yet. So the alert is Texas statewide. Okay, thank you. I don't have no hate for anyone except for people that harm innocent people and animals. Amen. Bob G, Wayward Spirits, get your honey up on panel. I just saw Braylon, was found safe. Awesome. Thank the good Lord above. What's up, y'all? Well, we're bored. I'm Taylor from Stitching and Bitching. True crime. Hey, love. Yes, praise God he was found. Give God all the credit due. 100%. I know for a fact if it wasn't for the good Lord above right now, I may not be sitting here, and I know for darn sure if it wasn't for the good Lord and his mercy, my children wouldn't be. Oh, wow, that's wonderful news. Yes, it is. Hello, Victoria. Bob G, you only have to show your gorgeous face to Nana, and you can hide from us if you want. Well, I guess Stitching and Bitching's the only one that's going to come up today. Nana, thank you for showing all the people who passed away. I was shocked. Well, honey, just since then, I've had a few more names to add to the list. Not confirmed, but there's Jerry Preston. I don't know if y'all remember, the video of the old man and the woman that everybody said that they thought was Candace, talking about her and her mom and how the guy had done something to her daughter. It was going around for a little while. Well, I found out yesterday, allegedly, that Jerry Preston, the guy in the video, had passed away. But what's even more interesting, and not trying to put no thoughts in nobody's minds, I'm just trying to get facts. Allegedly, he passed away after Dawn got out of jail. We still do not have a 100% sure if Dale Terry has passed or not. Some people still say yes, some people still say no. Now, we had one tree trimmer that I had on the list, and his name was Paul Childress. Somebody gave me a name of a Randy that was a tree trimmer. He supposedly has passed. And then, of course, the child in the trailer on, I think it was Light Hollow Road, that got burned up in the house fire. The father somehow or another set the house on fire, and there was 2 kids in. One got out and one didn't. And all that has happened since Summer went missing. Yes, and Cotton's mom, Cotton Simpson's mother, passed since then too. Sorry about the coughing, guys. Giving away furniture, and the one that said, please, can I have it, did not show up to pick them up. Oh, wow. Figures. Nana, did Rose come up missing the year? 2009. I think misunderstood yesterday's announcement. I thought you had some channels in mind. I did. They were supposed to have been here. Heather Lynn was supposed to have been here. Cursed with Curiosity was supposed to have been here, but then again, she was up all night dealing with family stuff. And like I said, she's probably asleep. Birdie's Crime Time or something was supposed to have been here. Hello, Justin. Would you like to come on panel and just help us kill time? We're just hanging out. We're not talking serious. Look there, you're getting called handsome. I think somebody's hitting on you, Justin. Say that again, Cotton's mother. You were cutting out my EBDs. Yeah, Cotton's mother passed since Summers went missing. I'm in carpool lane, Nana, or I would love to. All right, sweetheart. September Virgo, mom passed away. September's mom passed away? If that's what I'm hearing, I'm so sorry. I've not minded my manners. Hi, welcome to Nana's Angels. We're glad you have you. Listen, you don't always have to be on, up and jumping. You can sit back and relax every now and then, Alpaca Maid. Nobody's going to think you're a horrible host. Look there, Bob G is being nice. 411, guys, Bob G's being nice. He really is a nice guy. I want everybody to know that. Don't let him fool you no more. No, our condolences, September, truly. Seriously. Yes, there's Justin's link. Like everybody in here ain't already subbed up to him. Hello, Judy Aaron. No, not September Virgo. We were talking about Cotton's mom. Okay. That's why I was asking, but everybody was running with it was September's mom. So September, I do apologize, sweetheart. Alert, Bob Guess is being nice. Bob G is being nice. Good chat. We're just in here goofing off. It was actually supposed to be for new channels or newer channels, smaller channels to come in and promote their channel and tell us about themselves and get them some new subs and stuff. But we've only had one taker so far. Hello, Lisa. How are you, darling? I did not feel like doing anything serious today, guys. I really didn't. But I will, let me show you. Maybe I won't even worry about putting out that video. But let me show y'all some of the merch, guys. Talking about being nice. Let me see if I can find it. Nope, wrong one. Hang on. Okay, now starts right here. Open. And overlook the little dotted thing around it, guys, because I just screenshotted the stuff because I'm not big enough channel to have it under my videos. And it says, bless your heart. Did that lady just tell me to go myself or genuinely mean it? Well, we are in the South. And this is a fleece blanket, guys. And it says the phrase used by old Southern ladies that want to get away with saying you to strangers. It works because they also use it unironically, just often enough to leave doubt in your mind. Oh, bless your heart. Did that lady just tell me to go myself or genuinely mean it? And then we have this for the ladies. Need a cold glass of Southern iced tea? Well, bless your little pea-picking heart. And here's the coffee cups. Well, we are in the South for all them people that like to grill out. Bless your little pea-picking heart. And here's a doormat, guys. You can tell people what you really think before they ever even walk into your house. And this is for your little fur babies. It says, bless my human's heart. You know that when you do something they don't like, that's exactly what they're thinking. Now, this is a bomber's jacket, guys, and it's got my little logo right here, but it's mainly for guys because so they can say, go bless all your hearts. Google it, and it'll tell you what it says. A notebook, that's the front of it, but this is the front and the back. And then, actually, this, where did my front part of my pillow go? Anyways, it says, the work we do is all for the missing. And that's one side. And then, hang on. There's the other side. It says, I am one of Nana's angels. And then we have this one that says, bless your heart, Google it. And then on the other arm, it says Nana's angels. And then it says, yes, I said what I said. Y'all may not like it, but, you know, it's something. It's just a way for the ladies to say what they want to say and actually get away with it and not be considered rude or crude. You love the black and purple? Well, you can get it in different colors, but guys, I would suggest do not do there's a medium blue on the pillow and stuff because the purple don't show up too well on it. One of my favorite colors together. Yeah, mine too. Dawn, this is far from the first time. Evidently butting in a conversation that I'm not part of. Trevor is a good guy. He done a lot for Summer. Yes, he has. Guys, the link is already up, but you can go to the Color Me merch link and it'll take you in there to that stuff too. Really nice. I'll have to look at your stuff. Thank you. I love Trevor. He has a very bright future ahead of him. Are you Southern? Yeah, I am too. You like the notebook? I'm going back up a little bit, guys. Well, we hope you do, sweetheart, and our condolences, even if it was last year. Trust me, I know what it's like. My mom passed in 1993, and that's something you'll never get over. Yeah, I like the Notebook too. Okay, guys, is there any newer channels, smaller channels in here that wants to jump up here and tell us about yourselves? If not, is there anybody else that just want to jump up here and chat away? Today is not a serious day, okay? Today's not a gloom and doom day. Nana, what are you doing today or going to do this afternoon? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Why? What's up? I need that bomber jacket. I wonder how much it is. I could have told you right off the hand if I'd have been just gotten in here after we were doing it. Me and Discovering SIP for a couple of hours doing that stuff. But I can't, with everything going through my head, I can't remember, honey. You'll just have to go look. I don't know. Yes, September, so sorry, but the best way we honor our loved ones that have passed is be happy and live a good life. They want us to be happy. Justin, that is so sweet. You lost your brother-in-law in March? I'm sorry, hon. You're awesome, Nana, for giving these small channels a platform. Well, honey, I'm still a small channel too, but I didn't have anybody to give me a helping hand up. And I'm trying to do for others what was not done for me. You know, sort of like if you borrow something, you're supposed to return it in better shape than what you got it in. Well, same thing. I trust me, Dawn, that's the best thing for me that I could do is not do nothing. Except this evening I have to cook dinner, of course. And take some darn allergy medicine. That's what I'm needing to do right this minute. I like the Notebook too. So is there a merch link? Yes. Sorry, I came in a little late. Hang on one second. I'll give you guys the merch link. I'll put it in chat. I don't know if I'm supposed to or if I can, but we're going to give it a wholehearted try. There's the merch link. It's called Bless Your Heart merch. I'm doing good today, Spirit Mist. There's Birdie. Birdie, were you gonna want to come up on panel, sweetheart? What's for supper? Barbecued country style ribs with mashed potatoes and fried green beans and probably cornbread. Not a whole lot, but it'll fill you up. Maybe macaroni and cheese, I'm not sure. I want to join you today. Our Wi-Fi is out and I had to run errands. Hey, Nana and all beautiful souls. Well, I'm dropping the link again, guys, if anybody decides they want to come up and promote their channel. Today is for a non-serious day. I just don't want any more doom and gloom today. You're coming for dinner? It sounds delicious. Well, good. I'm glad. Nana, I'm diabetic and wish I had a cookbook for people with it. Well, sweetheart, I mean, unless you're probably like in the 600s, and that's very, very rare for you to be up in the 600s and still be alive. Um, my brothers had it, and I cooked just the same thing I cooked for everybody else. You just have to moderate how much you eat and try to cut back on the breads and stuff. Are you coming up? Dippy, are you coming up? Tell us about your channel. Yeah, see, I've got a niece that hers is juvenile diabetes, but she's like just a couple years younger than me. But hers stayed in the 900s all the time. That was normal for her. Yeah, portion control is. I mean, I got my brothers down when he lived with me. Actually, sometimes it would drop too low. Are you making buttermilk cornbread, Nana? My Nana used to make buttermilk cornbread. Well, I don't have cornmeal or buttermilk, but if I did, I probably would, yeah. Yeah, it is different. It's type 1. Yeah, I understand. But now my mom and 3 of my brothers have type 2. Well, should I say 2 of my brothers who have passed and my mother who has passed had type 2. I have one brother that's still alive and he has type 2. Are you talking about Oakley Carlson? You don't understand 1 and 2. Okay, type 1 diabetes is when you get it as a child. It's called juvenile diabetes. And it's like almost hereditary. Type 2 diabetes has to do with more of like how much weight you gain, what kind of foods you eat, that kind of stuff. And most people think it's where you eat too much candy or whatever, which can cause it to get worse. But that kind of sugar is not the kind of sugar they're talking about. They're talking about the sugars in like starches and breads, potatoes, stuff like that. I love cast iron skillet for cornbread too. Now, let me tell you something. When I was little, I had an aunt who she had leftover cornbread. I don't know if any of y'all know to do this or whatever, but she had leftover cornbread and I wanted something to snack on. And so you take the cornbread, you put a bunch of bacon grease in the bottom of your skillet, get it really hot, dice up some onions, real fine, like for hush puppy kind of onions. You can even get you some real bacon bits, the soft bacon bits. And you crumble the cornbread up into the pan and mix it all together and fry it. And that is the best snack ever. Yeah, natural sugars. No, I'm not talking about the Johnny cakes. The corn fritters. I'm not talking about them. This is literally cold. It's already made cornbread, cold, left over, and you take and crumble it up into the pan. Add your onions and bacon bits if you want bacon bits in it, and you fry it in bacon grease or in butter, whichever you choose. And then you eat it. It's like loose, it's crumbly, but you eat it like that. We crumble cornbread and put milk on it. My mom used to do that with buttermilk and eat it like a cereal. Yeah, like day old cornbread. I ran over and peeked at your merch. You have really nice merch. Well, thank you, Plant Diva. Now I want cornbread. I haven't ate any in years. Justin, you've got to eat some, son. You want to keep your Southern roots about you, your common sense that you get from being Southern. You better start eating Southern like you're supposed to, son. What you doing? Did you forget where you was raised, boy? You know I'm just playing, Justin. Want to learn to make fried potato cakes? Well, fried potato cakes is made with mashed potatoes, and you put a little bit of flour in it, not a whole bunch or it'll change the taste. And you put an egg in there, and you mix it up real good, and you get you some bacon grease. That's the best. I love bacon grease. But you can use any kind of oil. Start getting it hot, and you mix it up, and you just dab your things in there, and you fry it until it's brown on one side and flip it over. And there you go. No, that's not cornmeal mush. No, ma'am. Cornmeal mush is more like grits. What I'm talking about comes out dry. I mean, it's just like if you crumbled cornbread up and then felt of it with your fingers, except it gets a little crispy in the pan, you know. It's not quite as soft as just crumbled up cornbread. But it's really good, guys. You'll have cornbread milk with green onions. Justin, you know I'm playing with you, son. You love potato cakes? I do too. I know the grease is not good for you, but I like the kind when there's lots of grease in the pan and it soaks up that grease and tater cakes. There you go, tater cakes. Not the healthiest, but you better go look on Google again because they're changing their mind about that. Remember back when they used to say the eggs were good for you and then they said they weren't. And then they said they are again. Same thing with lard. I have to say probably one of my favorite ways to fix potatoes, though, is hang on one second before I finish that thought. Hi, Nana, I have a question for you about Dawn and the crashed red truck. Can you explain that again for us? From my understanding, Don had originally, and on my video about the red truck, I played the original interview he did. I forget who it was with. And he says that he got up that morning and went to the bottom of the driveway and there was a red truck, or he went out the road, left for work. I'm not sure exactly where it was supposed to have been sitting. But there was a red truck that was wrecked in the ditch, a four-wheeler, and then the cop car was there. And he asked the cop if he could take pictures. The guy was asking him to pull the four-wheeler out. He asked the cop, could he help him do that? And the cop said yes. Don took pictures of all this going on and then gave them to somebody, and they got out there. The point being is, when he was down there taking pictures of the red truck, the four-wheeler, and the cop, which he himself says was on the 15th of June, 2021, he was sitting there in his white truck taking the pictures. You can plainly see it. And I hate that word, guys. It means you're lazy. The thing is he says he left that morning in the red Subaru. What did he do? Get up, leave to go to work in the white truck, go through all that and help him move that four-wheeler and blah, 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 and then go back to the house, get the red Subaru, move all the tools over in it, and then go to work? But of course, later on, when somebody talks to him, he comes back out. I think it was on August the 9th, and he says, oh, no. I had the wrong day. It didn't really happen on the day she went missing. That's true, Donna. Baking grease is best, they say, for you now. Or real butter, right? Not according to Don Wells. I'm not here to argue this case today. We're here to promote new channels. Is there anybody here that has a new channel or a smaller channel lower than 1,000 subs that wants to come up on panel and promote your channel? Tell us about yourself. Tell us about your channel, what it's about, what you do on there, that kind of thing. There was no accident reported with a red truck on the 15th. Well, I can't help it. Yes, she said that happened on a different day, and also that Don has told them he has failed a Polly, and I'm sick of the run around with her. Thank you. I only like real butter anymore. Since I started eating it, honey, I can't stand eating anything else. Okay, so are you ready to come up? Let me drop that link for you. No channel here. I like to listen and chat and now and then. Nana said yesterday she wanted to boost people with under 1,000 subscribers. I do. True Crime with Eve, thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you so much. You are an angel. The Dippy, I'll tell you, I'm still worried about her. Oh, you meant health-wise. Oh, no. I thought you meant mentally. I don't have a channel yet. Maybe in the future I will. Well, would you like to come out and tell us what your dream of a channel would be? You're more than welcome. Whose red truck was is the man is pictured, correct? Yes, he is pictured, but you can't see his face. All I do is share some of my adventures on shorts. Well, they don't matter. Do you want to come up and promote your channel anyways? I have never heard of Minerva Dairy Butter. I've never heard of that. True Crime with Eve, do you have a channel? Guys, anybody is welcome to come up. I mean, if you have less than 1,000 subs, then you're welcome to come up and tell about your channel and promote it. But anybody, if you just want to talk, is welcome to come up. Would you like to come up? True Crime. Thank you, Tattooed Rebel. Yes, you do want to come up? Awesome. Hang on a second. What am I doing? I hit the wrong thing. Hang on. Here you go, Eve. Oh, there's Dippy. Well, hello, Miss Dippy. Oh, wait a minute. For the people who may not know who you are, sweetheart, other than describing you as the channel with the little gremlin picture, would you like to tell us who you are?
Oh, it'd be nice if I took myself off mute.
Yeah, it would.
Who am I? I don't know. I'm me.
Your channel name, honey.
Oh, my channel name is Dippy Escapes. because I'm trying to escape everything.
Awesome. And what do you do on your channel?
I tried to cover true crime, and I've been doing paranormal, promoting two of my friends' paranormal channels.
Oh, okay. So do you have any particular kids that you're like stuck on your channel, or any crime, should I say, any case that you're stuck on?
I'm stuck on a few that I just can't get out of my head. And no, not really Summer, y'all. I mean, of course, she's always going to be on everybody's mind, but I like doing the older ones that haven't been solved, or trying to do them.
I'm listening.
I don't know.
I'm killing Discovering by. She's leaving. Her head's hurting her again.
Oh, well, at least this time I caught it.
Yeah, me too. So is there anything else you want to tell us about yourself? Tell us about your home life. Tell us about your home life, Pitbull Mama.
Oh, God. Yes, I have a bountiful amount of pit bulls. I was breeding them at one time, and I stopped, but my dogs decided they want to keep going.
Ah.
And they're all black and white. Most of them are all black and white, including my cat. Or I should say cats, now that I adopted the two outside.
Ah.
But I've got a husband that Nana adores. It's her boyfriend at times.
Oh, yeah, okay. His name is Ethel.
Very outspoken man.
Any plans to start a new channel anytime soon?
Oh, yeah. I do have a second channel. I haven't started it yet. I'm still trying to come up with a name for it. It's going to be a reaction channel. I don't know exactly a reactions on what. It may just be a collaboration of all different kinds of reactions of channels. You know, the stupid things they say.
Yeah, like stupid criminals and all that.
Yeah, just dumb things that people you would never think that somebody would say during a case or something like that.
Right.
Just like crazy stuff.
Well,
I thought I saw Justin in here.
you did. I don't know where he went. Hello, Eve. How are you? Dippy, you don't have to go down. You can stay up. Eve, you have to unmute, baby.
Hey there. How's it going?
It's going good. How are you?
It's hot in Texas.
Oh, wow. That's
It's
something you never thought you would hear. It's hot in Texas.
109 degrees and I'm 8 months pregnant.
Oh, wow. I am so sorry, sweetheart.
That's okay. I have done it once before.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that.
This will be the last time.
In Texas. She's always sending me screenshots of what it is out there. I'm like, God, you can keep all that heat.
You don't have to mute, Eve.
Okay. I was just wanting to say thank you for clearing up that red truck business. It's been on my mind for months and I haven't had a chance to go back through and listen again. It's just been racking my brain.
So tell us about your channel.
My channel is Advocacy for Missing Persons, more so children. I was part of EquiSearch for a while until the Michael Vaughn case, and there was some drama with that because I'm very different when it comes to missing children. I'm pretty aggressive. And anyway, I started my own nonprofit in search and rescue, which I'm building now. But since it's so hot in Texas and I'm about to have a little one, I took a break for a little bit, but I'm jumping right back in once everything settles down. So
were you one of the searchers up here in Tennessee? in 2021?
I was not. That is so. Dave Rader has his section up there.
That's
And
from
then,
Ohio, right?
yes,
Okay.
and then I'm in Texas.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah.
So I would love to have you come on and you tell us about like some of your more difficult cases that you've worked on and stuff.
Absolutely.
I would love to hear that.
The Michael Vaughn case I have been a part of for quite a while, for about a year and a half. Right after summer. I would say about maybe Christmas time, but I've always been involved with Summer's case, but more in the background because of the insanity.
Yeah.
I can only handle one missing child's case at a time with the craziness that goes on with it. But I do feel like Michael Vaughn and Summer both need more coverage in a sense of just not being forgotten.
Right.
You know, more so Michael because he got stifled a little bit, but
yeah. So that would be great if you want to come on the channel and we do a segment about Michael specifically.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Because he hasn't gotten as much coverage as Summer. A lot of kids have not gotten the coverage they deserve.
Yes. I heard there was an update on Oakley Carlson. I did a live the other day. Yeah, there's details from DCYF up there in Washington that she was locked under the stairs. That's what the siblings said. But they never saw her. So I'm wondering if maybe that's why they had a fire at their house. So there's just so much that not a lot of people know.
Wait a minute. How could they be locked under the stairs? They lived in a trailer.
No, not
Oakley. Oakley Carlson.
Yeah,
They lived on like a big ranch like place.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought they lived in an apartment, like a townhome, but that's where I'm confused too.
Was their property was like 300 something acres, guys. I doubt they lived in a trailer or an apartment on 300 something acres.
It could be
like a two-story house.
It could be like a modular though.
No, their house was a 2-story house.
And they still lived in that house after the fire happened, but Oakley never was seen. No, I don't think she'd been seen for a while.
They were in a hotel after the fire. So that's where they got arrested at, was in the hotel.
Yeah, but they kept living in that house back and forth. I think they were trying to protect some evidence there. You know?
Yeah.
They wouldn't let nobody in there. So
I agree, Shannon. Oakley does need more coverage. But the last I heard was that they had come to the conclusion that her mom had sold her. That was because of testimony from one of the friends that was friends with the mom.
I think she is out there on that property somewhere. And that fire was part of covering something up. Yeah. Or a ruse or something. Because in the recent court documents released, they said that the kids heard she was under the bed and out in the woods and was eaten by wolves.
Right.
Which is horrific. So I think something happened in the house.
There was a lady that used to come in my chat all the time, when probably up until last Christmas. She said she was Oakley's aunt by her father's side, or great aunt maybe.
What now?
I used to have this lady that came into my chat. I think it was up until about Christmas time of last year, and she said, I can't remember exactly how she said she was related to Oakley, but it was like she was a great aunt, maybe. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look at some of my videos. My lives, because she used to come in all the time.
So, Eve, do you do all missing people or just mainly children? Do you focus in on your work that you do with EquiSearch, or?
I kind of do mostly missing children, but I am expanding that out to missing persons of any age, but specifically Indigenous. They need help so badly. Their community. Missing Indigenous women are one of the most neglected missing persons cases you can
Sorry, guys.
get.
Biscuit's feeling neglected.
Give Biscuit a treat already.
That's my dog's name too, Biscuit.
Is it? She's supposedly itching, is what she's trying to tell me, that I need to scratch her, and she's making such a noise on the bed, like, God, if you would just scratch me, I wouldn't feel so horrible. I promise you that's what she's saying, guys. But she's got a little place on her back where she keeps scratching, and we normally scratch her back, and I can't scratch her back for her. It would cause an open sore. So, okay, well, I mean, so how long have you had your channel, Eve?
August of 2021 is when I started my channel, right after Michael and Summer went missing.
And you have how many subscribers?
About 4,000. It's growing slowly. It's been a slow and steady pace. But I also include a lot of spiritual stuff with these kids. I get a lot of intuitive stuff, and it's not real deep, like nothing like crazy psychic stuff, but it's just when I feel a certain way about stuff, I get these hints and clues, and I'll put them out there, and they're actually pretty accurate sometimes. I've helped in cases find, missing people with just going with the gut, going with not always logic. Logic isn't always going to get you there. So, and I'm open about that. But other than that, I mean, I really just cover cases. Hopefully somebody will think about a tip or something to help.
Can we get True Crime with Eve's link and drop it, guys, if we haven't already?
Appreciate that.
Well, you're more than welcome. And I really would love to have you up here and discuss Michael.
Absolutely.
Because he really, there's, like I said, there's a lot of kids, but he's one of the ones. He's one of our special ones for some reason. And they are all special. Please don't take that the wrong way. All kids are special. They all need the coverage, but there's some that just touch your heart. And Michael, Harmony, Oakley, and Summer were just all right there together. Actually, there was Serenity too, but she was found. But those are the ones that just touched our heart because they were all the same age. They all disappeared like right close to each other. And to me, those just hold a special place to me.
Especially Harmony. I was talking to Harmony's mom for a while secretly. I didn't put it out because I don't like doing that. But, we were kind of helping each other try to figure out what tips can be sent, things like that, researching. And it was funny because one day I found a picture of Harmony's dad, Adam. He was working for a moving company, but he had gained a bunch of weight, so it was hard to tell. But I could see it in his face that looks like him. So I sent it to her, and she goes, "That is Adam." And so it was around 2018, 2019 that was uploaded, and that could have helped kind of put a timeline as to where he was working and who he was around.
Right.
Just little things like that.
Right.
I don't know if it did anything in the case, but what really bothered me about Harmony was the extent that they went and the lengths that they went to prevent her from being found by keeping her around them. And I'm still shocked.
You can answer a question for me, or hopefully you can. Okay, I did figure out that the baby was a little girl. Right? Correct?
Say that again.
Kayla and Adam's, their smallest child was a girl, correct?
I'm not sure. I thought it was a boy.
You thought, what did you think? It was 3 boys? They had 3 boys?
Yeah.
See,
I thought she was the only girl.
I did too. But in some of the like you can have the same person doing an interview. And in early part of the interview, they will play a video where it says Kayla talks about their 3 kids, their 3 boys. Adam's other girlfriend, the one that passed, she says, oh, I knew he had, kids with Kayla, 3 kids with Kayla and 1 with Christy or whatever her name is. But then later on, it just talks about the 2 boys and Harmony living in the car with Adam and Kayla.
Yeah, I think they confused Harmony being like a separate girl, like a child. I think it was 2 boys.
Oh, so you think there was only 2 boys and not 3?
Yeah, but it could be 3. I'll have to go back and look at my notes. But yeah, I would think they were all boys either way.
They were all boys.
Yeah.
Then where did the other boy go?
I think with the mom, Kayla's mom, the youngest. But that information is so wishy-washy because they're little and they never talked or spoke out much.
Right.
Kayla's family, so it's hard to know.
Right
now. Harmony had a brother that was adopted out that she.
Yeah, but that was by the mom.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And he did not belong to Adam.
He did, I thought. There was another one. No, she had another one. Chrissy did. But I think they're together. Harmony's bio brother is, I believe, Adam too.
Huh. Well, maybe we all need to start doing a little bit more digging into that, because this has really shook me up, because I've heard it early on in the case. I kept hearing it and I kept thinking I was hearing things incorrectly. But then I was watching Misery Machine, and they discussed, and they showed the clips and stuff where they talk about the 3 boys and Harmony. And then later on, they talk the 2 boys and Harmony lived in the car with the 2 parents. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I have to go check. It's been a hot minute. But that would be good to clarify.
Yeah, it would. Yeah,
they need to account for that child, if that's the case.
Eve, don't go nowhere. Stay up here on panel. But I'm just anybody who's wanting to come up and promote your channel, please feel free. I'm dropping the link again.
Yeah, and I'd be more than happy to share on my channel when I go live. If there's any
yeah,
channels.
that's what I was going to say. If they didn't drop your link in chat, if you will put it in the back chat, I'll drop it for you.
Okay. Let's see.
But yeah, I would love to hear more about the work you do with EquiSearch and your new program that you're starting. And I would really like to hear more about Mikey.
Yes. I'm so frustrated because, there was the Wanderers and the excavation in the backyard,
Right.
which didn't come up with anything so far that we know of. Then J.D. Huff, Chief of Police, gives the case over to the prosecutor, who refuses to say anything. So I've called multiple times and they will not talk about it. So I don't know what's going on. Nobody knows. That community has no idea.
Wow. So what? The sheriff is not working on it anymore?
They're taking in tips still, and it's still an active investigation, and they are working on leads. But in a sense of, charges coming, I don't think they have enough to charge anybody that they think is complicit. And honestly, I'm really doubtful and skeptical of at least Sarah's involvement. I don't know. I just don't know. I think that maybe these people are the small fish, and they're trying to get at them to get to the main suspect,
Right.
But they're not going to say that. And it's really, really heartbreaking because they just stopped. It feels like they just wiped their hands and was like, we're just waiting for that one tip, you know?
Hey, honey, you can at least be thankful that at least the officers up there in the police force and the sheriff or the chief of police at least act like they care about what happens and whether or not he's found. Unlike another case I could name.
That's for dang sure. And honestly, I wish, and I've always wished this, that FBI would take over missing children's cases that go under extremely suspicious circumstances.
Or that go on way too long. Guys, I dropped her Eve's link in the chat. Everybody needs to go and check out her channel.
Thank you. And feel free to email me if you have a small channel that you want me to promote. I have no problem doing that. I actually prefer it. I think small channels don't get enough attention they deserve.
Well, that's the whole purpose of me doing this, is because when I first started out, I literally all but begged a few channels that I thought were friends to help me promote my channel, and they would not. They refused. And I got no help, as in teaching me or even helping me with advice on how to do live streams. Nothing. Nobody would help me do anything. Everything I've learned on my own.
Yeah, these channels get too big for their britches and forget who helped them or who was around supporting them, and then it just gets out of control, and then you're on your own again. So I have learned to just figure it out yourself and appreciate the help when given.
Right.
But, the loyal subscribers, I always try to treat them with the utmost respect and give them, a place always.
Exactly.
And a friendship, a family feel.
Exactly.
They deserve it.
Well, I'm just trying to, not a hand up or not a hand out, but a hand up for any up and coming channels that are not, don't have that many subs yet, or, anything that I can do to help, I will.
Same, right?
Because like I said, I did not get that treatment when I first started my YouTube channel, and I don't want to be like everyone else.
Same here. It's too easy.
Yeah.
And the criticism too. I mean, if you think about it, the drama increases with the subscribers too, and the demand for information is very constant. And I've realized that if you want more subs, you're going to have to demand more information for your channel. And sometimes there's just not any.
That's true.
And I don't like creating drama and lies and stupidity on these cases, especially missing children, just to get people to stay. I'd rather them just not.
Well, when I was first starting out, I was coming up with crazy theories. But the thing about it is if I hadn't have already come up with them, even at 6,000 subs, I would still come up with those crazy theories. It's not that they were bad. It was just, I was literally like everybody jumped on the Jose Roman thing. I can't do that. One person finds a story and every YouTuber out there jumps on that same story. But it's the same story. You're hearing it 10,000 different ways.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to be that way. I wanted to tell my own story or my own part of this, what's going on, without following everybody else's lead.
Right. Yeah. That's how I am. Now it's really crazy. I've told you I'm into some spiritualness, and it's really not even crazy. It's just, I get into it in thoughts and dreams and messages and things. And I just put it out there as I see it. And I did not know that Candace and Dawn were in Arkansas.
Really?
I did not know at the time. And there was a song. I had a dream about summer. She was in the mountains. and there was a song playing in the background. I have a video of it on my channel from like back in the 40s or 50s or something like that. But anyway, they're only like 20 miles away from that area that that guy is singing about. I had
Huh.
no idea they were in Arkansas. So it made me feel like I was on the right path of something. And it, you know, it made me think of this was at the same time that the sweatshirt or the jacket, her jacket was seen in that box.
Yeah, that was me. Oops.
Yeah. Well, all that stuff was coming out at the same time, and I had no idea where anybody was. I was kind of behind. But to
Right.
have that dream and that song and then being 20 minutes away from that, I thought there must be something going on there. There's a
Right.
reason they're there. Let's just say that. And it's not just for jobs. I don't know. That's just how I feel. It was an intentional move.
Well, I have thoughts of my own about how many people do they really know in Arkansas? Because I mean, I don't know how long you've watched my channel, but my main thought in theory is they handed that baby off so that she wouldn't, so CPS wouldn't discover anything.
Yeah, that's been my theory the whole time.
And I choose to believe that because I would hate to think that there's just another set of monsters that could just cold-heartedly just do that. You know what I mean?
Right. It's hard to wrap your brain around. Yeah.
Yeah. So who all do they know in Arkansas?
Well, I know that Grandma lived there with her, right? And Dawn lived there, right, around the time Rose Bly went missing.
Candace's ex-best friend lives there still.
Yeah, that's
I
it.
won't say ex-best friend, but she was her friend after she had her first set of kids while she was pregnant with the third child. That's when they were friends, when she was married to Richard.
Right. Oh, God, I forgot about that interview. Didn't JLR do an interview with that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. She knows how to pick them.
But actually, I spoke with Cora, and she's the one that told me that Candace was with that guy or had been with him.
So, I mean, they have people, but they also have friends in Illinois, right?
Right.
And it's not just Candace, it's Candy. It's
Right.
Brandis, right? So I wonder.
So where's
Sometimes
this
I wonder.
child? So where could this child possibly be?
Somebody knows. I've always felt that the closest around Tennessee would be the Carolinas and Virginia.
Right.
In that area. Even Arkansas. I feel like that she's not outside of those states.
This message is for you, sweetheart. It's on the screen.
We had 3 young Indigenous women found dead in our area. The RCMP are saying not suspicious. Of course they do. Would you please, Kim, if you don't mind, I can put my email in the chat.
If you'll put it in the, I don't know if you can put your email in. Can you put your email in the chat?
I'll put it in the back chat if you could post it.
Yeah, I'll copy it.
Email me that because this is the problem. They all say, oh, they're not suspicious. They either get hooked on drugs or alcohol and leave, or they leave on their own accord. And that's usually not true. Actually, it's almost never true. I hate hearing that, but I will definitely look into it if you could email me the details.
I just dropped her email, honey.
Thank you. Yeah, email me and let me know because it's becoming, I have raised this issue many times on my channel and in other places. And there's really, the problem is that because of the law enforcement unable to do things outside of the reservations and that kind of weird, nobody can do much of anything about jurisdiction.
Yeah.
They just don't do anything at all. And so these family members have to go and look for their missing loved ones. And it takes, sometimes it takes 10, 15 years, or they never find them.
Right. If there's anybody that wants to promote their channel or just have a say-so up here, I dropped the link again, guys. It's what today's about. Birdie, you're more than welcome to come up, sweetheart. I wasn't meaning to interrupt you, Eve. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. That's all I had. It's frustrating not to be able to do much, but at least we can talk about it. That's one thing they can't stifle is talking about it.
Well, that's like everybody gets on here and they holler, well, what have you done for this one? Or what have you done for that one? Well, we all know who they're talking about, but what have you done? What have you done? Well, there's some of us that can't do anything more than what we're actually doing, which is getting on the YouTube and trying to spread awareness, or on Facebook or wherever it's sent to, trying to draw awareness to the specific case at hand.
Right. And maybe, somebody listening can actually do something about it while we're talking, because we can't and we shouldn't if we don't have the proper knowledge or authority to do so.
Right.
It's responsible. But not talking about it at all is worse to me.
Exactly. We may not be doing much, but we're doing something. What are you doing? Right?
Exactly. And, people around Michael Vaughn's case, who were supposed to be advocates, tried to stop me from helping search or to help advocate for searching. It was a big deal, and it was really upsetting when that happened, because it was unnecessary and detrimental to Michael. So sometimes you got to be careful and
so
not.
Let me ask, if you don't mind me asking, and if you don't want to answer, you don't have to. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not bashing JLR. In the beginning, I thought he was a little kooky, but here recently, he's been doing good work. But when he put out those people's names and he went up there and started talking to them and stuff, did that really harm the case, or did the police and the parents really complain about that, or what?
It was more Bullhorn Betty than JLR, because Bullhorn Betty was the one that called about Stacy Wandra and Sarah Wandra. But here's the thing, y'all. I'm just going to be honest with you. It was kind of portrayed by the mother of Michael Vaughn that she didn't know this was going on until Bullhorn Betty exposed them. And that's not true, because the article of February of this year said she knew in that morning when J.D. Huff stopped by her house. So it was kind of a drama thing where I think one of the creators' mom was on. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So I think that's why that happened. But, drama keeps your kid's case out there sometimes, obviously. So maybe that was why. But it was more Bullhorn Betty than it was JLR. JLR's been doing pretty good, in my opinion, lately.
Right. Like that's what I said. He has been here lately. He's been doing, a fabulous job. He's not been too well. People complained about him going to the motel in Arkansas or wherever it was at. But hey, if you think somebody is guilty and you're willing to take whatever risk to try to prove it or get the dirt or what, I'll say go for it.
Yeah. Sometimes it takes that courage. Now, has creators overstepped boundaries? Of course.
A lot of us have, yeah.
But it is, risky business. These missing children's cases are the hardest to solve. They are, because if you think about it, the only people that really know their ins and outs and their daily lives are the immediate family members.
Right.
Everything else is just speculation. And that's why we're here. Because we don't know exactly what happened.
I agree. Now, what else? What did you said you just did a show about Oakley? Is there anything else you could tell me? Because I mean, Oak, like I said, I don't do as much on the other kids as I do Summer. I agree, but she's local to me. But I do have a soft spot in my heart for these other kids, and Oakley happens to be one of them. And I've done several videos on her, but I got to a standstill when it said they think that she was sold.
I can email you the court document. It's an appeal that, okay, listen to this. The mother got arrested for identity theft charges and fraud. And she's going to be spending some time in jail. But she tried to stifle the DCYF reports from getting to the police in 2021. She tried to get the courts to stop it or limit time.
Right.
And that was obviously a red flag. We all know that they know something. And the parents. Now, the dad is where I think he's been way too quiet and he's gotten under the radar. And I think dad needs to have a light shined on him because he's not saying nothing. He's not advocating for her. Nothing.
And we're talking an ex-cop here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
it's horrible.
Jeez. Yeah, I need to do a new story on Oakley, seeing how there has been something new happened. So, or at least new information come out. So yes, I would greatly appreciate it if you would email me that. Do you have my email address?
I do.
Okay.
I will do that. And I'm actually going to jump off of here because I have to go get my littles.
All righty.
But thank you so much for having me up here.
Well, I appreciate you coming up and bringing more attention to the different cases. And we've got to set that up one day for you to come and do another live where we specifically just talk about, a couple of those cases.
I agree. Well, I will get in touch with you. Everybody have a wonderful day and a wonderful week ahead.
Thank you, sweetheart.
All right, bye.
Bye. All righty, guys. Anybody else want to come up? Bertie, are you going to come up? Oh, yeah, that's right. You said you're driving, didn't you? Kim, north of 54, do you have a channel? Did you want to come up, honey? Look, I'll just drop the link again. We've got a few more minutes to go, guys. Bowers and Wilson. Bowers is Jordan Bowers. Who's the Wilson, believe? Oakley's great-great-grandparents were out of Tennessee and North Carolina. Really? Jane Ives, would you like to come up, sweetheart? Anybody, you're more than welcome to come up. Promote your channel. See if we can't get you some subs. Some more subs, I mean. Well, you probably should. If your husband is telling you that you should have a channel, then you probably should. Not a lot of families support our endeavors when it comes to YouTube. That was her. Oh, her people from Tennessee. Okay. Wow. Let me write that down. Do you know what part of Tennessee? Yes, that's true. I do not have a lot of prep on my channel, sweetheart, because from the get-go I've said there's not going to be any. And I mean, just it's the same as like you tell a young girl, if you act like a lady, they will treat you like a lady. Plain and simple. With the channels the same way. If you act respectable and kind, and I know I curse some, but I try not to, and therefore not a lot of people get on here cussing up a storm. I promote kindness, mental health, and awareness. Well, that's great, sweetheart. You're more than welcome to come up. I dropped the link again for you. If you want to come up, we won't be up here long if you don't want to be. But I just try to, I want to help any way I can. Amen, sister. Although my passion is for true crime, there's too much drama involved. It doesn't have to be true crime, sweetheart. I mean, come on. If y'all will go and look, there is literally a video on YouTube that sits there for 10 hours watching paint dry. And the bad thing about it is I don't think it was wet to begin with. But it lasts 10 hours long. Okay, well, anyways. Did Justin skedaddle after we stopped talking about the food? Every time he comes in here, we wind up talking about food. That's got to tell you something. Justin needs to do a cooking show, I'm telling you. He'll have to follow the recipes that we give him. Dressed up like Daisy Basham. Or heck, he could just create him a new character to cook in. Call him Daisy Basham After Dark, where she's got her hair all up in rollers. Got a nightgown on, a muumuu. And he can just cook up a storm with our recipes. Can't remember. Most have passed, Nana, that I had contact with. I will try to find out. Okay, Believe. I just didn't know what part of Tennessee to start looking in. Of course, it's not like we believe with Summer. We don't think they passed her on to a relative to hold on to. This kind of interesting. How many here today would produce content if they thought they would be respected? That is a good question. Maybe that's something that we need to do another live on. You don't have to have drama on your channel. I've quit watching most of these channels because of it. Some of these were good in the beginning until the jealousy and greediness started. Right? I agree. Look under, okay, hang on. Robert. And Zora. Thank you, hon. I appreciate that. But yeah, Alpaca Maid, we need to let me screenshot that comment. Definitely, that would make a good, great talking point. Welcome to all coming in. Everything we discuss is not fact, but in a factual manner. All content and opinions are alleged and are for entertainment and educational purposes only. Absolutely. Guys, we're almost at 2 hours. We're at 1:55 right now. So we're going to start saying our goodbyes. And I'll see you laters. And y'all come back now you hear. Don't forget to thank the good Lord above, guys. You got to wake up for another beautiful day to spend with your family and your friends, with anyone you love, your pets, your neighbors, your exes. Make sure and hug your children today. Tell them you love them. And call your parents up. Give them either 5 minutes of your time or let them have 5 minutes to say whatever they want to say. Spirit Mist, I'm glad you're listening, sweetheart, but we're about to close down. Neighbors' pets, yes. Absolutely. Go hug your neighbors' pets. Geez, that means I'd have to give up the best holiday tea cookie on the planet. Yes, thank you all so much for being here and listening. And maybe if we try this again at a later date, maybe there'll be more people willing to come in and promote their channel. Maybe I'm just wasting my time. But I enjoyed myself, and I hope you did too. And with that, I will see you guys tomorrow. Tell your friends you love them. I love you all. And I do. I love each and every one of you. And I'm so thankful for you. Good night, guys. Or good evening, whichever it may be. I'm used to being on later. All right. Y'all have a great evening.